News Now.
Another round of possible severe weather is on the way. We'll time out when the worst of these storms could roll through.
And we're checking on how that weather could impact your travel plans before you hit the roads or take to the skies. A swimmer missing on the Potomac River recovered this afternoon. How officials were able to find the body. Early voting underway in the district. The important dates and information to know before you hit the polls. And are you in the market for a car? We're showcasing electrified vehicles to help you get to your destination in style.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon. It is Memorial Day. Thank you for joining us here for the news at noon. I'm Tosin Fakile in for Mark Hall. It is also a DMV First Warn Day. We are tracking wet weather this afternoon. Let's head on over to meteorologist Damon Matson with the latest check of the forecast. And Damon, looking out our window here, it is very cloudy. And what are we in for this afternoon?
Well, Tosin, we saw one round of storms last night, especially across portions of Virginia. And that was just the first initial wave of this batch of severe weather. We are still in line to see more activity this afternoon. Check it out, that severe outlook. Now, because we have the clouds out there, because we had some of that storm activity last night, our western counties have been trimmed back out of much of the worst of the severe weather possibilities throughout the entire day today. But where you see that yellow on the map, that is the slight risk, level 2 out of 5 for severe weather from Interstate 81 off to the east. So locations closer to DC, the I-95 corridor and the Chesapeake Bay have the heightened risk for any sort of severe weather. And speaking of which, we've actually had a couple of storms here and there across much of the region here today as we move forward throughout the rest of the afternoon. That activity will be moving on across the eastern shore back toward the I-95, past the I-95 corridor. Now, we don't have a lot of activity to the west across I-81 into portions of West Virginia. But if we look at the cloud cover, it's very overcast off to the east, but we have a lot of clearing taking place along the I-81 corridor back into West Virginia. And wherever we have that clearing, that is where we are likely to see some additional storms develop and then move east through the rest of the afternoon. And folks, all threats are on the table here today. Heavy rain that could lead to flooding, hail, strong winds are the most likely threat we will see with any severe storms, and a tornado or two cannot be completely ruled out. Now, we'll time out when and where these storms could develop and how long they will be in play across the DMV. Coming up in a full look at your forecast here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. And the timing of all of this really important as millions of people are expected to hit the roads today for Memorial Day. But the heavy rain could impact your travels. DC News Now's Yamari Sase has the latest on what you need to know.
According to AAA, more than 40 million people will hit the roads this holiday. And with more cars out on the road, plus poor weather conditions, that means everyone needs to do their part and be careful. Now, according to AAA, nearly 40 million people will be out on the roads this holiday, celebrating, enjoying the day, enjoying the weather. And that also means more cars will be out on the road. Plus these poor weather conditions, that means that everyone needs to do their part and ensure that they're being careful. We're taking a look at 495, 95 at this moment. As you can see, things are moving pretty smoothly at this moment. Now, this year's Memorial Day holiday travel is expected to be the second highest since 2000, according to AAA. Now, while 3.51 million are expected to travel by air, 38.4 million are expected to travel by car. So, what are the best times to even hit the road? Well, today, your best bet is to hit the road after 7 p.m. Now, the worst times to be out on the road is between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Unfortunately, today's rain conditions could affect that, so that means drivers need to pay extra attention to ensure they get to and from their destination safely. So here's what you can do. You want to make sure that you either replace or check your windshield wipers, ensure that all of your lights are working. That includes headlights, tail lights, brake lights, turn signals. Make sure that's all good and up to par. Make sure your tires are in good condition. Avoid cruise control and also slow down and leave room for the driver in front of you. Now, if you do end up skidding, you want to make sure that you don't panic. Make sure you are directing your steering wheel in the direction that you want to go and avoid slamming the brakes. We're now reporting in Washington, D.C. I'm Yamari Sase. Back to you guys.
And we're taking a live look right now at Reagan National Airport as millions of people are expected to fly for the holiday. Look at those cloudy conditions there. Friday was a record-breaking day for TSA. Officers screened more than 2.9 million passengers. Now in the DMV, some of the flights are already impacted by the weather. According to FlightAware, as of right now, 16 flights at Reagan have been canceled. Another 84 flights have been delayed. At Dulles, 7 flights have been canceled, 44 delayed. Over at BWI, 97 flights are currently delayed. Only 1 flight has been canceled so far at BWI. And new at noon, the body of a swimmer believed to have gone missing on the Potomac River was recovered. Emergency crews from Montgomery County, Fairfax County, and the U.S. Park Police started their search on Friday. According to a post on X from Montgomery County Fire and Rescue, crews using sonar yesterday located what appeared to be a body under the surface among the rocks. They say the swimmer went missing somewhere in the Potomac River between Anglers and Sandy Landing. That investigation is ongoing. 12:05 and developing now, Montgomery County Police searching for suspects in a murder investigation. Officials say 2 men were shot and killed last night in Silver Spring. Police say the 2 were found behind an apartment complex on Thayer Avenue near a playground and basketball court. Investigators say several people witnessed the shooting. Anyone with information is asked to call police. And we have new video of a police shooting earlier this month at a Northwest D.C. apartment building. We do want to warn you, some people may find this video disturbing. Now, the video shows officers shooting Jonathan Jefferson during a mental health check. Officers say they shot Jefferson after he stabbed an officer in the neck. Officials say both people weren't seriously injured. The 4 officers involved in the shooting are on administrative leave. D.C. Attorney General and the Internal Affairs Bureau are reviewing the case. On the Hill, banning non-citizens from voting in local D.C. elections. That's what a bill passed by the U.S. House is set to do. The Republican bill passed with bipartisan support. In 2022, D.C. Council expanded the definition of qualified elector for local elections to include eligible non-citizen residents. House Republicans argued the law waters down votes of people living in the district. Some House Democrats say it's about engaging people in their community, but Republicans say Congress has a responsibility to protect D.C.
People that can vote for Vladimir Putin would also get to vote for the mayor of D.C. Unbelievable.
You want people at the local level to be involved in their kids' schools, and you want people to be engaged in local government.
Right now, 16 cities and towns in the U.S. allow non-citizens to vote in their local elections. That includes D.C., Tacoma Park, and Hyattsville in Maryland. And DC News Now is your local election headquarters. Early voting for DC's June 4th primary now underway. You can vote at a number of different rec centers and libraries across the district between 8:30 a.m. and 7 p.m. Voting centers are closed today for Memorial Day. The ballot includes a number of city council races, including one to replace outgoing council member and former mayor Vincent Gray. Early voting that ends on Saturday. And in Virginia, the city of Alexandria is reminding people to register or update voter registration before that May 28th deadline. That's tomorrow. You can submit your application on the government website or in person. After that deadline, you can register to vote same day. Now, you must fill out a provisional ballot if you choose to do same day registration. Virginia's primary election is June 18th. Former President Donald Trump is leading President Biden across multiple swing states by 4 points. That is according to a new Bloomberg poll. The survey finds Trump is ahead with 48% in Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Biden's home state of Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. It also says more swing state voters believe the country's economy was better off under Trump's administration. Biden is leading in votes over climate change. Biden and Trump are expected to debate each other next month. Well, happening now, the Maryland Terrapins men's lacrosse team taking on top-ranked Notre Dame today in the NCAA Lacrosse National Championships. The Terps are competing for the title for the 17th time in the program history after beating Virginia over the weekend. Now, the team is looking for its 5th title and their first since their perfect season in 2022. But Notre Dame has won 13 games in a row. Their only loss this season against Georgetown.
Try to put together a plan, but we know how good they are. They've been the best team all year, and obviously they were the best team last year. So we just got to kind of look at ourselves and look at them and figure out what can we do to put ourselves in the best position to win.
All right, come on, Terps, let's bring it home. We're already a few minutes into the game. That game started at noon. And thousands of motorcycles in town over the weekend honoring the true meaning of Memorial Day, remembering veterans who made that ultimate sacrifice for our country. Dozens from across the country gathering at the Washington National Cathedral for the blessing of the bikes.
Remembering them and honoring them, and I like that the AMVETS, we added on the 22 a day, so it brings awareness for suicide awareness. I lost my son to suicide, so it's this weekend I'll be riding for him.
The Blessing of the Bikes was the first event of the weekend for Rolling to Remember. There was a demonstration ride on Sunday. And the fallen men and women who sacrificed their life for our country are being honored at Arlington National Cemetery. The National Memorial Day observance started at 11 at the Memorial Amphitheater. It's free and open to the public. Seating first come, first serve. Now, there will be a wreath laying at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and then a parade of colors by veterans organizations, followed by some remarks. Well, DC's well-known cherry blossom tree Stumpy is no longer at the Tidal Basin. Stumpy's removal, part of a National Park Service plan to repair large sections of the crumbling seawall. However, Stumpy will live on. That's the good news. The National Arboretum took samples from the tree and will replant them in a new spot on the National Mall. At least 18 people are dead after powerful storms made their way across parts of the South. The destruction spans mainly across Texas, Oklahoma, and parts of North Carolina. Just look at all that destruction over there. It's just unbelievable. Now, on the left of your screen is video of Texas, where more than 200 buildings were destroyed. On the right is Arkansas. You can see a home and a car crushed under a downed tree.